A recap of quadratic inequalities. Example 1. X squared minus 3x minus 10 is less than 0. We begin by factorising the left hand side. So we want two numbers that multiply together to give minus 10 and add together to give minus 3. Well, the possible pairs are plus 1 times minus 10, minus 1 times plus 10, and we can also have 2 times 5, so plus 2 times minus 5, minus 2 times plus 5. So they're the four pairs of numbers that would multiply to minus 10. Which pair also add up to minus 3? It's the plus 2 minus 5. So in the bracket we want plus 2 and minus 5. Now we need to find the two values where the expression on the left hand side would be 0. So either x plus 2 would be 0, in which case x would be minus 2, or x minus 5 would be 0, in which case x would be 5. And now I'm going to draw the graph of y equals x squared minus 3x minus 10, and the two critical points are when x is 5 and when x is minus 2. And the graph, quadratic graph, would look like that. And we want this expression to be less than 0. So we want y to be less than 0, and that means below the x-axis. So it's this part of the graph here, and that enables us to answer the question and say that x must be strictly less than 5, but at the same time it must be greater than minus 2. So the inequality has to be written as a single statement like that. Question 2. 2x squared plus 9x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Factorising is a bit more complicated this time. We multiply the 2 by 4. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. So we want factors of 8 that add up to plus 9. Well, that's straightforward. Plus 1 times plus 8 is 8, and if we add them together we get 9. So I can rewrite the left hand side splitting the x's. Instead of writing plus 9x, I write plus x plus 8x. And then I've got the plus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. And now we factorise the left two terms. The only common factor is x, and then I rebuild that expression. I need to multiply x by 2x to get 2x squared, and by plus 1 to get x. And if this thing factorises, that will also be a factor at the back. What do I need to multiply that by to get plus 8x plus 4? Plus 4. Plus 4 times 2x is plus 8x, and plus 4 times plus 1 is plus 4. Almost finished the factorising now. We've got a common factor of 2x plus 1. How many 2x plus 1s have we got? We've got x plus 4 of them. Now I need to know the two critical values where the left hand side is 0. When x plus 4 equals 0, x equals minus 4. When 2x plus 1 equals 0, 2x equals minus 1, x equals minus a half. And now we sketch the graph of y equals 2x squared plus 9x plus 4. And the points where it crosses the axis are minus a half and minus 4. So the graph looks like that. But this time we want the 2x squared plus 9x plus 4 to be greater than or equal to 0. So we want y to be positive above the x-axis. So it's these two parts of the graph. And that gives a final answer that x must be greater than or equal to minus a half, or x is less than or equal to minus 4. And we need to put the word or in there because they can't both be true at the same time. And that completes the recap.